A Wall Street shark tried to steal my wife. I turned him into a guppy.
The day Jeffrey Marshall was escorted out of Wellington Financial, shouting about misunderstandings as security guided him toward the exit, was the day I realized something important. Some people undo themselves. Others simply reveal who they really are. But to understand how my wife Lana and I helped uncover the truth about one of the most influential men on Wall Street, you need to go back 3 months. To when he crossed the line he never should have approached. When Lana and I bought our first home, she cried out of pure joy. We worked 5 years for that tiny house, cheap furniture, cheap food, long days, and big dreams. Her career took off soon after. She became one of Wellington's rising analysts, trusted with major clients and high-stakes projects. And then there was Jeffrey Marshall, founder, CEO, industry legend, a man who had grown far too comfortable with his power. At the Wellington Gala, he greeted Lana like she was the guest of honor. But when he shook my hand, he barely even looked at me. Throughout the night, he constantly hovered near her. It wasn't aggressive, just too much, too personal, too familiar. I didn't like it, and Lana didn't either. But we both tried to keep things professional. 2 days later, a courier arrived with a high-end designer dress, supposedly for Lana's upcoming client meeting. A short note was attached. "Wear something that makes you stand out." It crossed a boundary. Lana returned the dress with a polite message, reminding him to respect her personal space. The very next day, she was abruptly removed from a key account. That's when we realized this wasn't harmless, it was becoming unpredictable. A week later, Jeffrey handed Lana a pair of expensive earrings right in front of her colleagues. He called it a gift for exceptional performance. She thanked him professionally, excused herself, and later told me she didn't feel right accepting it. That night it became crystal clear. This wasn't normal workplace behavior. This was pressure. This was an abuse of power. We needed guidance. We called Catherine, Lana's college roommate, who was now an employment attorney. Her advice was simple. "You need documentation," she said, "and you need to stay calm and professional. No confrontations?" So Lana began keeping detailed notes, unusual comments, unexpected assignments, changes to her workload, emails that felt inappropriate, any moment that crossed a boundary line. Slowly but surely a pattern began to form. Then, 2 unexpected allies stepped forward. First, Diane, a marketing director who had quietly observed similar behavior from Jeffrey for years. And then Lisa from Goldman Sachs' legal team, who had her own concerns about financial discrepancies in reports Wellington had provided. During a private conversation, Lisa said something that stunned us. "We've suspected irregularities in Jeffrey's reporting. If your documentation confirms a pattern of unethical behavior, this becomes a much broader issue. This wasn't just about Lana anymore. This was about the professional integrity of the entire firm." Lana submitted her documentation through the proper channels. She stayed professional, never exaggerating, never embellishing. She simply told the truth. At the same time, Lisa notified her legal team. Diane submitted her own records, and 2 former employees came forward with their own stories. By noon that day, Wellington Financial was buzzing. By 12:45, Jeffrey was in a meeting. By 3 o'clock, outside auditors were on site. By 4 o'clock, his company access was suspended. And by the next morning, the board announced his departure due to serious policy violations. He left insisting he had done nothing wrong, but the documentation from multiple employees spoke for itself. The aftermath was a mix of relief and rebuilding. Lana got a new manager, a leadership track promotion, and a formal apology. Wellington updated its policies with clearer boundaries, stronger oversight, and better reporting paths for employees. A few weeks later, Lana received a portfolio in the mail with several job offers from well-known firms. A note inside from Lisa read, "The industry needs professionals like you, people who stand for integrity." But Lana stayed at Wellington. "This is my workplace," she told me. "I earned my place here. I'm not the one who needed to leave." We framed a simple quote in our hallway. One Lana wrote during the hardest week, "Some things aren't for sale." She didn't just protect her career. She helped protect others. She reminded a powerful industry that respect, ethics, and professionalism matter more than any title. Jeffrey didn't lose because of us. He lost because the truth eventually catches up to everyone. And sometimes all you have to do is shine a light bright enough for others to finally see it. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing.